Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently building roads. And that is, of course, incredibly important. We need to be able to get around our territory, and building roads is a very good way to do that. We're apparently working on befriending this guy. Okay, sure, that seems fine. We do need a new man tree, and it would be this guy. Excellent. And we're currently working on building roads like so. After we're done with this, we should probably head out this way, which it's not doing. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Cool. I don't know what was up with that. But we want to have a road system that goes something like that for now. And that will get this entire area under control. Then we probably want to build roads up this way for the time being. Just all along this border for now. Okay, so something along the lines of that should do, and then down this river. Cool. And then down here, yeah, that seems fine for now. We'll change this once that gets colonized, but for the moment, something along the lines of this. And we'll want to have some internal roads here, but we'll come back to that. That will be fine. We're probably going to have to interrupt one of these pretty soon anyway, because Kampong is going to be rebelling eventually. Ooh, that's straight as an arrow road there, straight through all the water. Perfect. That is absolute perfection right there. That's what we're looking for. Definitely. That is how we want this to work. Absolutely. There definitely seems to be some issues with the roads in some of these areas, but whatever. It's okay. The same thing happened here as well. This is probably an issue with the Terra Indomita mod, but it's a very minor, visual thing, right? So that's not any particular problem. There will be no handouts here, probably. Yeah, unfortunately a slave gets killed, but what are you gonna do? So we're going to definitely build a tax office over here, but we need to have a little bit more gold income. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get that as well, because these are 10 gold per road. So that's definitely going to be a little bit much. Now, these guys, they can come off of road build. Well, can they, though? They should probably build a road that connects like this, and then another road that goes up through here, like that. Then a connecting road here. Then I'm thinking about a road that connects up something like this. A connection here, and then that goes up to this existing road, which would then connect up there, kind of like that. That'll keep them busy for a while. At first I was thinking they need to head up this way, but then I was like, hang on a moment, we've still got some territories that need work down here. So that seems reasonably fine for right now. No major issue there for the moment. It will be relatively expensive to get all of these roads built. Of course, we're only making about 10 gold per month in theory right now. And when is Kampong going to rebel? That'll be in 35 months. That's going to be a while yet. 0.41, if we were to put this on harsh treatment, it would be 0.42? Hang on. Do it. Changes by 0.0 per month. That would go down due to the tyranny. But that governor corruption is probably going to build up. Does this guy have free hands? He does. How much loyalty would he lose? He would lose 20 loyalty. We don't have enough money to bribe him. For the moment, this will have to do. I don't love his corruption situation. He is our friend. Mostly it's his power base in the country. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. He would definitely be an issue. We can now bribe him, though. So let's do so. Let's bribe him here, and then we're going to revoke the free hands. So his corruption is going to start dropping now. His loyalty is 34, which isn't great, but it is just barely good enough. Okay, so for now that seems fine. This is going down by 0.03 right now. And this is due to... His name is Yangtze? Okay. That is going down very slowly. Banar is going to be in a similar situation. So 0.45, harsh treatment here would be 0.42. Do it. So we're going to delay those significantly. We don't want to fight rebellions if we don't have to, if we can be building roads instead. So that seems good. We just got a religious advance, and we want to continue to work through some of these. So what do we want? We've got Omen Power here, monthly ruler popularity gain, corruption reduction would be good. War exhaustion is not that big of a deal. Omen Power, country same religion happiness would be pretty good. This is maximum research efficiency though, and we're going to take that. So that is absolutely fine. That puts us at 167.24. So obviously we can boost up our output of research a little bit from our 2 research cities, and that would be fine. Let's get going on one of these, but we're net negative right now, financially. So that is absolutely understood, and we may end up having to, like, strong arm. Or what about an emergency tax? It'd be 2 years of population unhappiness. Let's do that. It's not great, but let's do that for right now. So we're going to do an emergency tax. That's okay. And we have unused trade routes in the capital. That's fine for the moment. No major issue there. Why are we building the library here? If we're going to spend the money, we should spend the money here. It's a percentage increase. And there's a lot more research that happens in Panay. So we'll do that for the time being. That seems good. Now, we're at 143.45. This is because of our reduced happiness. It's understood that that was going to happen. Unconventional politics. So we would institute the Assembly of Citizens. Hang on. I'm interested in what this would actually do. So we have the Assembly of Residents right now. This is currently reducing corruption. Absolutely not. This guy's going to be a problem if we don't do this, though. It's this guy, and he is going to cause significant issues. He's in perfect health. We have to do it. His loyalty is very low due to his power base, and that is, of course, a problem. But for right now, we're going to continue to work on getting these roads built. That is, of course, incredibly important to get that done. And we're going to want some internal roads over here for sure. We're going to want one that comes out over this direction and connects in, and then probably comes up this way, and then maybe one that comes out this direction or something. But we're getting close to having these roads completed-ish. Emphasis on ish. We've got a ways to go on them yet. But for now, it's looking relatively okay. So once we have this road completed, I'm going to want this guy to come up over here and have the road go like that, right? Now, this is already building the road up this way. That's okay. So once we're done here, I think that we should probably... Yeah, that's already set up that way. So we should probably bring this guy down over here and have that come in something like this is, I guess, acceptable. Sure. That's going to take a while to get that construction done, right? But we're absolutely going to move through this relatively quickly. A lot of this is very, very minor construction and is mostly just moving along existing roads. So we're going to get up there pretty quickly. Now, these guys are making progress here. That looks good. And yeah, they're going to build their road here and then back to here. And then they're going to head off this direction and get all of that road built. That looks good for the time being. I don't think there's any major issues there. Buying ourselves some time to get all of this done is reasonably good. So stability is reasonably high right now. But overall, our population happiness is not the greatest thing in the world. There's no doubt about that. That said, our citizen pops are reasonably fulfilled right now. I want to check in at how we're doing on our technology. So 146.85. As I said, this is almost certainly due to that minus 10% happiness that we took for the cash. For the moment, that's fine. That was only going to last 2 years. So we're just moving up over here. That'll be quite quick. And then we'll have a fair amount of roadage to build over this way. But yeah, we're going to make solid progress here. So this is looking good. It's, of course, quite expensive for us to build all of these roads, right? We're putting a lot of money into this right now, but this is going to allow us to move around and react to things substantially faster. And that is, of course, a very, very good thing to be able to do. No doubt about that. So we're going to get some stability here, I think. 18 gold for 6 stability. Honestly, I'm going to take that. And that'll bring up our population happiness a little bit and offset some of that malice that we took. So that put us up to 150.66. Not too bad. We can definitely work on bringing that up further, though. And that's absolutely fine. We will be working on that. So we're slowly working on these roads over here. They definitely take some time. And I do feel like we are net negative on our finances while we're doing 2 chunks of road build at a time. It's painful, certainly. But I think it's necessary. Being able to do this, getting this initial investment completed, is going to be extremely valuable for us. So that's great. Unfortunately, it doesn't like boost up the cities in these areas. They're not able to use these roads for trade. I think they should be able to, personally. I think it should boost them at least a little bit, but it doesn't. We're going to use these militarily, and that's okay. We do have an oratory advance. We just grabbed theological colleges. We're going to need either tolerated cults or contractual obligation. And honestly, I don't think we need this over here. So we'll go this direction since we already grabbed minor syncretism, and that'll allow us to grab prescribed canon next. And then we'll do grand temples, almost certainly. So that'll allow us to get down to like Oath of Brotherhood, which would be pretty good. Pop conversion speed down this way. Ooh, 242 gold? How terrible. We'll take very good care of this guy. Absolutely. So that is wonderful. And our martial advances have gone up. So next up, I want to take prescribed canon. So country's same religion happiness. That'll be fine. Which boosts us up to 155.66. Not too bad there. How ahead of time are we right now? 50 years ahead of time on tech? Okay, that's kind of absurd. That is reasonably fine, though, and we're going to make our way up through here. I'm wondering right now, what about a connection here? I don't think it's strictly necessary. Let's grab national population growth. This guy's going to no longer be leader very soon, and that might cause some issues. But let's just head on up here. We can also come down to our capital and put in another library here, because we definitely have access to additional research efficiency, which is currently maxing at 175, right? So that's a long ways out. And we do have access to additional research efficiency, which would be down here. Ooh. Yes, we're going to take some pops. So this would be an additional 20% research points. That's not bad at all. So we'll definitely make our way down there once we're done in the religious tree. But I want to work on some of this happiness for right now. So we should probably think about taking, like, glass blowing next. Honestly, shorthand writing would be pretty good, as would hand abacus. There's a lot of stuff out over here that would be very, very good. Maybe we don't want to go this way just yet. We probably don't, in all honesty. So heading on up over here, let's see how we're doing with this guy. He's going to be done with a significant portion of his construction over here shortly, although we don't have a connection over here. That's noted. For now, we're going to leave that be. I think that we probably should get a connection up this direction, and then maybe connect this over here as well. I'm going to have him do that. So we gain 3 stability here. That's solid. And I'm going to have him come back over here and create a connection like this. Then he's going to come back up over this way and do basically what we had him doing before, which was constructing down like so. That'll be fine. We aren't going to have a road going through here, and we probably don't need a road going through there. Actually, we are going to have a road going through there eventually. So that seems reasonably fine in that case. How are we doing on our research efficiency? We are maxed. Okay, so we don't need additional libraries in our capital. That is for sure. We're now maxed on our research efficiency. Yeah, we are pretty significantly ahead of time in a lot of things, and that's fine. We are absolutely okay with that. So we do have this decision that we could do. We could be a theocratic republic. We're not going to do that. We're going to continue to construct over here. These roads are actually getting quite close to being done at this point. So that is looking great. So we backtracked here a little bit, and we're just going to get those roads completed. That looks very, very solid. We should be pretty close to having this done. And then we're going to go up here. That won't take very long to walk up this way. So that'll be absolutely fine. Continuing to construct roads over this way. There's a lot of roads yet that will need to be built. No doubt about that. And Yangtze is now in charge of our nation. That's actually fairly convenient. So we need a new governor out over here. We want somebody who is fairly loyal. This guy might do. And I'm wondering right now, 60 months on Kampong? We're already on harsh treatment. Okay. This is about the best we're going to do here then. That's reasonably fine. We bought ourselves a fair amount of time there. Now, we may want to send our navy to go deal with these pirates. I'm not sure where exactly they're going. Okay. We could be under scrutiny for the rest of the term. And that's okay. That is absolutely okay. So I'm wondering where these guys are going. They're sailing up the river. Okay, we can do the same, of course. If we can get into the mouth of the river, that means they can't escape. But they're on a raid right now, and we would like to go deal with that raid. Currently constructing down this direction. That is going to take a little while to get that road built. That's fine. Both of these have quite a lot of queue up happening right now. So there is not a lot that they need to get done. Looks like we are absolutely going to catch these guys here. They're currently on a raid. Okay, there. Now we're fighting them. I was going to say. Who is winning here? We were defeated. Okay, so that is probably because we had our fleet maintenance down. Most likely. Okay, that's fine, but that's very rude. We're going to let that morale recover. Yeah, that didn't go very well at all. We're at 42 right now. It's plenty of ship strength. I'm not too concerned about that. We'll just let that recover, and we'll go after them if they pop back up again. It's fine. We're not too concerned about it. So we're about to get this section of road done. That means that this entire area over here is basically completed. Just waiting on these guys to arrive down here. There we go. And now they're going to walk up this direction. That all seems fine. Making reasonable progress on these roads, that's for sure. There's a lot of road left to build. No doubt about that. But I do want to spend some additional money on... No longer importing gemstones? Okay, that's fine. I want to spend some additional money on things like tax offices down over here. So here in Patani, we could definitely build a fair amount of them. I'm only going to build the one for right now. We could build one in Thashana as well, which I'll do. And then we're maxed here. We could build one here. Do it. Why didn't that go? Okay, there it went. Sure, that seems fine. So we're going to get those completed. We're not going to do any additional tax offices for right now. We, of course, do want more tax offices. But for the moment, we're investing this in roads. A grand festival giving us 5% integrated culture happiness is really solid. So that looks good. What is our actual research efficiency here? I'm not sure what it actually is. But we are at 175, so that is absolutely fine for the moment. Looking good. We're going to continue to build up over this way. We've got a lot of road left to go here, but we're getting very close. Our road construction is proceeding very, very nicely. So that looks good. Why is the game frozen right now? That was interesting. We were able to scroll around, but the time wasn't ticking for a while there. Now it is, so I guess there must have been like a big peace deal going on somewhere or something. Okay, yeah, probably something out over here, if I had to guess. That Roman-Carthaginian war, that does not look great. I'm guessing that's probably what's going on there. So that is absolutely fine. We do have a scorned family at this point, and Kampong is 53 months away from rebelling. So we're doing pretty well on that front, all things considered. Yeah, this looks fine. So tax offices are getting built in our slave cities out this way. Of course, in Barus, we would like to continue to build more conscription camps, but for the moment, this is fine. How awful. We'll take good care of this guy and his 50 gold. Mostly, we're taking good care of his gold, but sure. We'll take good care of him, definitely. So this road is going to get connected up over here. We've got this entire area at this point roaded up, and that looks phenomenal. So now we just need this little internal area here, and most of that is already queued up. So that looks fine. I'm just going to take these guys from here down to here. And then these lads are, of course, going to figure out where they want to get these roads connected up. Yeah. This will be reasonably fine for now. We're definitely going to want a road going through here. For sure. And then from there, I'm kind of thinking that road is going to want to come up over this direction. And then connect in over here. Kind of like that. And then we'll figure out what we want to do from there. So that'll take a little while to get that figured out, that's for sure. We can call down an omen. I'm going to go for Jenglot. Slaves needed for surplus minus 3.02 is pretty solid. So that looks great. Out of curiosity, we can build a farming settlement. That is noted. We could build 2. And we probably should. Farming settlements are very, very good. No doubt about that. But let's get these roads completed, and once that is done, we're not going to have that plus 120% Legion maintenance cost, which is mildly insane. No doubt about that. It is mildly insane. So we're going to finish up this road here and just make our way across. These guys are going to have to figure out where... Well, do we even want, once we finish up our current orders here, do we even want 2 units building roads at this point? Is a question we need to ask. The answer is probably no. Probably no. Existing roads will, of course, need to be continued, right? So we're going to need to build a road through here that is actually a incredibly vital road for us to build. We really, really want to get that built. But I am thinking that we would have a road that would come up like this way. And then maybe another road that comes down like this, perhaps. And then that would be all we would need in this area, in theory. There wouldn't be all that much necessary here. There really, really wouldn't. So we have a lot of maximum manpower. That's definitely noted. And over here in Barus, we would love to continue to build training camps, or rather conscription camps. This would all be absolutely fine. I'm not going to pay to replace this stockpile. We're going to put this guy in. He is part of a scorned family, and that'll be reasonably fine. Okay. So we're really close to being done with the road build. But you know what else we're close to done with? This episode. It is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're definitely going to be done with our initial road build out. there's very little left that needs to happen here. We're basically done with one of our units, and the other unit has very little left to do. That's the way that this is setting up right now. So this is absolutely fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.